Hello, I'm Chief Jason Lando with the Frederick Police Department. This community briefing is related to an incident that occurred on November 12, 2021 in the 1800 block of Greenlease Drive in Frederick, Maryland. Officers were dispatched to a home for a report of a male who was behaving erratically. This video is intended to provide an overview of the circumstances related to an officer-involved use of force. This video contains footage from the incident as well as information related to the case to provide a better understanding of what occurred based on the information available to investigators. The Frederick Police Department immediately made notification to the Maryland Attorney General's Independent Investigations Division, who will be handling the investigation into this incident. This investigation is still in its early stages. A word of caution: this video contains graphic images, video, and content which may be disturbing for sensitive viewers. Whenever officers must use force to protect life or defend against an attack, it can be difficult to watch. Viewer discretion is advised. Frederick City police officers assigned to patrol are equipped with body-worn cameras. The cameras are typically worn at chest level and provide a general perspective and a line of sight from the angle worn. The camera does not provide a view of everything a police officer sees and experiences during a contact or an investigation. Body-worn cameras are capable of recording both audio and video. At times, portion of the audio may be muted to protect confidential information. However, the video will continue to roll. Upon arriving to this incident, officers found a male who was naked, sweating profusely, pacing back and forth, and talking incoherently. This individual was later identified as Daniel Michael Hawley, 23, of Virginia. Officers were informed by an individual on scene that Hawley possibly drank bleach. Based upon how Mr. Hawley presented, officers had reason to believe that Mr. Hawley was likely under the influence of other substances as well. Officers immediately called for an ambulance and attempted to calm Mr. Hawley down in order to better assess the situation and his medical condition. An ambulance was dispatched within 1 minute of police arrival at the scene, and paramedics arrived on scene within 8 minutes. In this first video, you see officers attempting to de-escalate the situation using calm communication. However, Mr. Hawley visibly remains agitated. He subsequently lunges at one of the officers, knocking the officer's glasses from his face. He then grabs that same officer and tackles him into a bedroom wall. Another officer responded to this assault by discharging his taser, striking Mr. Hawley in the buttocks. The use of the taser initially stopped the assault on the officer by Mr. Hawley.
DJ, lay down now.
Have a seat.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Lay down, bud.
Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Sit down.
Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat.
DJ, sit down for me so you don't pump your hand. I know you're warm. I'm gonna get you a washcloth for your face, okay? I'm gonna get you a washcloth, alright? You want a washcloth? Nice cold washcloth for your face? Does that sound good? Does that sound good? Nice cold washcloth? Got the Roomba. The Roomba's gonna vacuum a little bit while we're here.
Sit down, man. Sit down, please.
We just don't want you to fall. We're not trying to hurt you. We're not trying to hurt you. We're not trying to hurt you.
Okay.
Hey, let's just put this in. Alright. Hey.
Oh, God.
Damn. Hey, no. Hey, man, did you go to the
I got his legs.
Frank, I'm gonna get him again in the leg.
Just get him under control. I got his legs.
Where'd you go?
You got him cuffed? Yep, he's cuffed. Excellent.
Hey, DJ, relax.
Relax, DJ, relax.
Except for he's in handcuffs. Where's he in that?
Oh, hey guys, what's up? Get the ring. You're gonna need a ring.
Hey, friend, get your... Okay.
Hey, get him in recovery position. Get him in recovery position.
Watch those prongs.
Get him in recovery position.
DJ, relax, man. Calm down.
Get him on his side. Recovery position. DJ, you gotta relax, buddy. You good?
You alright?
You alright?
Man, what the fuck?
Stop. 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 Kimura grip if you can get it. Kimura grip if you can get it. Very nice.
DJ, calm down.
Very nice. Calm down. Hey.
Calm down.
Hey, relax.
Hey, relax, bud. Relax.
Relax, okay, DJ? I need you to relax.
The next video you're about to see is from the perspective of the officer who was attacked by Mr. Hawley. In this video, after the officer and Mr. Hawley are both on the ground, you will see the officer, along with other assisting officers, work to place handcuffs on Mr. Hawley, even as he struggles to allow the officers to restrain him. An assisting officer briefly gains control of Mr. Hawley's head to protect him and other officers as they apply the second handcuff to his other hand. The officer quickly releases control once the handcuffs are fully secured. You will also see an assisting officer give clear verbal commands to put Mr. Hawley into what we call the recovery position on his side to make him more comfortable and, more importantly, to protect his airway.
Does that sound good? Does that sound good? Nice cold washcloth? Got the Roomba. The Roomba's going to vacuum a little bit while we're here.
Sit down, man. Sit down.
Have a seat, have a
We
seat.
just don't want you to fall. We're not trying to hurt you.
Have a seat.
We're not trying to hurt you. We're not trying to hurt you.
Nigga, ain't man.
Let's just Oh, shit. Damn. Hey, no, hey, man, big look. I got his arm. Give me cuffs. Give me cuffs. Give me cuffs. Give me cuffs. Man, let's go one cuff. No, we got it. What you got? Got that on? Hold on. Give him rocks.
I do it.
You got him cuffed?
Yep, he's cuffed.
Excellent.
Hey, DJ, relax. Calm down.
Nah, bitch.
Alright. Sir, for his handcuffs. Let's get him. Oh, hey, guys. You don't need a...
Hey, get him in recovery position. Get him in recovery position.
In the final video, the officer who initially deployed his taser attempts to deploy it a second time. The noise viewers will hear in this video is indicative of an ineffective tasing. During the struggle, one of the taser prongs becomes dislodged and detached from Mr. Hawley's body. Because of this, the taser is no longer effective. Officers were eventually able to gain manual control of Mr. Hawley and remove him from the residence on a portable stretcher.
Here, just put it back there. Gregor, watch the wire on your arm. Get on. Just try not to break them.
DJ, we're going to put you in a Reeves, okay?
Calm down.
Okay, alright.
Okay, stop. We need you. It's not
DJ,
in.
you gotta stop. You're gonna get zapped again, man. Relax.
Hey, grab his bottom leg. Let's get him in the Reeves. Just get him on the Reeves and get him wrapped up.
Calm down. Stop. Now, tap him. Stop.
Okay.
Stop. DJ, calm down, man.
You need to redeploy that.
Don't grab me.
Damn, baby.
Don't grab me. Relax. Relax.
Frank, that wire's dead now.
Let's put the Reeves. Let's put the. Stop. Damn. DJ, you're gonna hurt your head. Stop.
Calm down. Oh, my camera. Alright, moving back.
We gotta get him. All right. Just and scoop the Reeves. Scoop the Reeves will wrap him up. Scoop the Reeves. Scoop that Reeves up. And pick it up in the middle.
DJ, is he like really warm?
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah, he is.
Alright. Get just hooked up.
Yep. Just get that one hooked, and we're gonna load and go. One hook, load and go. Let's go.
Hold on, my body camera's underneath.
That's all right. We want to get him on the ambulance so they can start treating him, okay? DJ, relax. Watch your hands. Let's go. Load and go. Let's roll.
Get this one strapped right here. Gregor, scoot your ass this way. Scoot.
Load and go. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll.
Hey, you got him? You got him? He's biting you?
Don't let him bite you. Don't let him bite you.
DJ, shut up! You hear me, boy?
Slide down the stairs. It's easier.
I got it.
Slide.
Watch his head.
Watch his head.
Got him, huh?
Relax, buddy. Relax.
Thanks, bud. Look at that cool there. I'm chilling around there.
What are you doing? Double up, bitch.
It's fun, isn't it? Get the straps ready.
Yeah, go ahead.
Going down.
Okay, you all right? You hear me? He's trying. You all right?
Going there.
Get that bone
All right.
Don't you that bitch. What are you doing?
Take care of
What
me,
are you
boy.
doing?
All right, calm down,
Oh,
okay?
take care of me then, bitch.
I'm gonna ride with you,
Calm
bro.
down.
You need him?
Calm down. You hear me?
Mr. Hawley was transported by ambulance to Frederick Health Hospital. He was conscious throughout the encounter and continued speaking incoherently for the duration of the trip. While in the emergency department at FHH, Mr. Hawley suffered an unknown medical emergency and was subsequently admitted to the hospital, where he remained throughout the weekend. On Sunday night, at approximately 11 o'clock p.m., the Frederick Police Department received notification from FHH that Mr. Hawley died. The Frederick Police Department immediately made notification to the Maryland Attorney General's Independent Investigations Division, who will be handling the investigation into this incident. Thank you for taking the time to review this critical incident briefing.